You're listening to The Idiot's Catalog.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Idiot's Catalog podcast. I am one of your hosts, Leland Long.
I'm another one of your hosts, Charlie Dawson.
And this week we are joined by our guest, friend, and comedian, Graham Cooper.
Hi,
Thanks.
Graham.
It really seemed like you were hesitating because you forgot my name.
No,
for a second.
not at all.
That
I
was
just
good.
Putting in
Yeah.
some dramatic effect.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Watch me do it. Graham Cooper.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
The whole time you're thinking, what's this drama about?
Yeah, is there some infighting behind the scenes with these guys?
Yeah.
I do have, sometimes we'll have a guest that's like Charlie's friend, and I've never met them before.
I just found them on the street that day.
And
This is my friend. What's your name, dude?
He's just screaming.
I just learned their name then.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And I will make it a point to say it fast.
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
do that.
Yeah, this week we're joined by Smiggles Babibios. I remembered his name.
You can,
Dude,
also
Smiggles
pass,
is
you can
great.
pass those intros over to me next time if you want, Leland.
No, I want
You want it?
I want to own it.
All right. I hear
New
you.
friend, found
So-
on the street.
Sometimes Leland has guests on, and I know what their name is exactly, and then it comes time to say it, and I'm like, ha-ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We book only friends.
That's good.
And Graham, you're a friend of the pod today, so
I'm a friend of the pod.
tell the people how you're doing and what's up.
I'm doing all right. I just
Perfect.
just
Now,
took a shower.
Oh,
Yeah, things are good.
good. Love a shower. Hot water?
Oh yeah, the hottest of water.
Oh, Graham,
The
you're
hottest.
doing
Boiling.
it right.
Boiling.
Yeah. You gotta peel the top coat off of your skin.
Oh,
Get fresh ones.
forgot you were a snake
Yeah.
in more ways than one.
Graham starts a podcast called The Idiot's Booklet next week.
Yeah. Fucking snake.
Yeah.
And it's all just inventions about how to get the skin off of your body.
Guys, try using a back scratcher. It's actually a pretty effective skin remover.
All right, you know those pedicure stones? What about a coat made of those?
Dude, that's a good idea.
Hell yeah, Graham, we're happy to have you on
Happy
this
to be here.
chilly New York City winter evening.
I think it's beautiful outside.
It is
It's
really
like
nice.
39. It's perfect.
So our first segment that we talk about, this is the Idiot's Catalog.
Yeah.
And it's all about inventions, but we hone in on the idiot part of the name and talk about moments when we felt like an idiot. So if you have one of those, feel free to share it. But if not, Charlie's got one.
Charlie, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is bussin' for real today. So
That's when you felt like an idiot?
Yeah. At first I thought that was the idiot moment. I was like, oh, you felt like an idiot.
Can
for
that be
busting-
my idiot moment?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
have no idea what he just said.
you don't know what that meant? You're mid, dude. Sorry, I've been on
It's
TikTok
giving
too
I
much.
don't know what's happening right now, and I'm frightened.
It's not very based of you. So
Are you saying your idiot moment is bussin' for real?
yeah.
Okay.
So I was earlier this week. I was buying condoms. Whoa, Charlie, what? I met a nice dog, and I don't have sex with dogs, guys. Obviously,
No, the dog wanted the condoms.
the dog. I was
Yeah.
I was buying them for the dog.
I was walking him, and there was no dog bags. I needed something to pick up the poop with.
And I was like, this is a pretty nice dog, so I can't just use any old bag. I got to
Yeah.
get some lubricated,
Yeah.
ribbed
Yeah.
for the dog's pleasure.
Rip for the poop's pleasure.
What a slimy pickup that would be.
The ribs really add a lot of traction. You're like, yeah, but it's lubed.
So I was buying and I haven't bought condoms in a while because I haven't really
Cared
needed
about
to.
being protected.
No, I just haven't had been having sex.
Okay.
And,
I don't think I've ever bought them in a store.
Really? Oh,
It's-
Amazon.
Yeah, I'd buy them online. I'm
You let
too.
Bezos take care of it?
I'm nervous.
So that's where my idiot moment comes into play. I was so nervous going into the store. It was the middle of the day, and I went into this deli, and I wasn't in a busy part of town where there's a lot of delis. You can just duck into one. It was like the deli of that 10-block radius with families eating and hanging out, and it's in a.
You're like, I'd like to buy condoms, and all of
That's-
these families are like, how dare you?
Do you think my daughter is a mistake?
So I go up to buy, and I was like, I'd like to. I said, condoms, please. And the guy was like, what? I was like, "Is condoms? Is condoms?" And he was like,
This guy wants a condom sandwich. Ring him up.
Hey, Jerry.
And so I go up and he points me to the condoms and I'm like, well, you can take one of those off the list already. And I think we all know which one. And then I didn't see any normal, like, this is a weird thing. I didn't see any normal just Trojan condoms. So I got 2 different types and he put them on the table and I was so nervous that I had to say something. When I get nervous, I have to vocalize it. Or I
Do
just
you mean counter, or was there like a table set up?
No, like it was a deli, so counter, like a purchasing counter with a cash register.
Okay, just when you said table, I was like, are you just buying them from like some guy?
Did I say table?
Yeah.
Yeah. I buy them from Jerry outside.
It's the same Jerry from the sandwich too. It's
He
nice.
was at a Thanksgiving dinner, and that's why all the families were around.
He was just asking his mom, condoms? Can I have?
Can I get seconds on the condoms, or are we saving that? So I'm nervous, so I have to say something. So I look at the man, and we're both men, and I go, well, this is awkward, isn't it? And he goes, what? And I said, swear to God, well, it's vulnerable for me to be buying these in public because everyone knows what I'm going to do with them. And he goes, I guess, man, sure. And he like just was dismissive. And he goes, how old are you? And I was like, 25. And he was like, oh, like, basically like, oh, you shouldn't still be, this is normal. Like, you're good.
Like, you should be over this by now.
You should be over this. Yeah. And so I was like 25 and he was just like, oh, well, that'd be $7.95. And I paid him the money and I walked out of the store and I thought to myself, I didn't have to do any of that. I could have just purchased them. I didn't have to say anything.
No,
Do you also get...
I'm with the cashier on
Me
this
too.
one. Yeah.
Everyone is.
Everyone is. Do you also get nervous when buying mayo? Because you just put it on the counter and you're like, well, this is awkward. Everybody knows what I'm going to do with this.
How old are you, son?
Well, that's the thing is I don't buy mayo. I usually lubricate
it
my
online.
sandwich with condoms.
Makes his own. He doesn't need to buy any.
Yeah, I just scrape it off. You know that scene in Goodfellas when he's cutting the garlic real thin? That's what I do with condoms to get my lubricant.
I get all my mayo from the free bowl at Planned Parenthood. That's where I get it from.
That's great. So yeah, that was a real doofus this week. Real dummy.
That's fair.
That's good.
Right.
So what were the 2 types?
I got, okay, so I like a regular Trojan. They didn't have that, so I went with bearskin, the thin ones. And then I thought, is this a shitty move to put on your partner? Being like, I want to wear the least amount of condom as possible. You know what I mean? I didn't want to seem like a weirdo for being like, I barely want to wear this. Because I wanted to. It's safe. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I went, okay, I don't just want the thin, so I'll do ribbed because those are thicker. So I'll get the 2.
Only in a few spots are they a little thicker.
But even when they're not thicker, they're still not thin. They're still not the bears whatever
Yeah.
one. So I got thin, and then for her pleasure. Those are the 2 types I got. And I used.
But be honest,
neither
they're
of
for
them.
his pleasure though, right?
No, well, this person was non-binary, so they're for
Okay.
their pleasure.
I'm surprised they havenn't made the move on the box yet.
They have.
Oh, okay.
It's for their pleasure.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
All right. For the dog's pleasure. That's good. That's nice.
For Spot's pleasure.
Do you think they're ever going to invent elephant skin condoms? Which are
What?
just thicker. Like an inch of like a sock that you put over your...
Like a leather condom, like a
yeah,
holster
yeah.
for your penis.
Something that they'd have in like the ancient times when they only had goat bladders for
Yeah.
condoms, you know?
Was it goat's bladders? I thought it was goat's
Maybe.
stomach lining.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm no
One
historian.
of
I
those-
just buy condoms.
No reason to get technical about it. You
Of
know,
course. Yeah.
you're fucking a goat. Doesn't matter what part.
Whoa.
What?
Wait, Leland, that's
What
a
did
weird
you
thing
say?
for a guest. You're my co-host, Leland, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing for a guest to say, right?
I mean, I don't know. You just bought condoms in public. That's pretty embarrassing.
That's
I don't know if I want to be
really
your co-host
embarrassing,
anymore.
dude.
I was so embarrassed. Literally all it's saying is, hey, look, I want to be safe. That's the only thing you're saying. But you know what it also was the time. A 2:30 p.m. condom purchase is a little awkward, no?
No, because what if you're planning for the night,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, I got to go get a haircut and make all the other things for that to happen tonight.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So I have to do it at 2 p.m.
I wasn't thinking in that way. I hadn't eaten
That's a
that
good
day.
point.
All I had was coffee, and I was tired. And so I was just like, it just enhanced the nervousness.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Graham, do you have any idiot moments? It's okay if you don't. We could move on to invention ideas.
How recent does it have to be?
Anytime
You mean
in
from
your
when
life.
you're born to now?
And can we cut it if we decide this is bad?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the only one that comes to mind. And I was at an Apple store recently.
Brag.
Yeah, pretty important stuff happening over there. And I was like looking over at the different watch bands for the Apple Watch.
Okay.
And there was a employee there helping me. He's like, "Oh, can I help you find anything?" I was like, "No, I'm just browsing." And it was a black guy. And he goes, "Did you know we've got an African Pride band coming out next week? It's red and green." And just without missing a beat, I was like, "Yep, already ordered mine." I just lied right to this man's face.
That's so funny.
That's
I was like, "Yeah,
hilarious.
no, I know. I pre-ordered as soon as I could."
That's so funny.
And then I didn't buy anything and I left.
I think that's on him, though, to like put that on you to be like, aren't you proud of Africa? It's like the place that I have no connection to whatsoever. No, I'm not proud of Africa. And I shouldn't be proud of Africa. It's
I
not
think what you're saying right now is worse than what I just. You're like, I'm not proud of that continent at all.
Why would you be? It's like I'm happy for them. I hope they succeed.
It'd be
but
the
like,
same if they were like, we have a Polish Pride band
Yeah.
coming
And I'm
out.
like, "Pfft, dude, I got 4.
That's
Man.
a really funny response, Graham. I already ordered mine.
I-
That's really. What did he say?
He was like, "Oh, good."
Yeah.
Like I could tell he didn't believe me.
Of course,
I was
of
just
course.
like, "All right."
That
Oh
is-
no.
it's like I got them in bulk, so that would be cheaper for me. I got 45 of them.
And I'm gonna ship them each to one of the countries of Africa. Every country gets one band.
What a tough product to celebrate African Pride. An Apple Watch band,
Yeah.
And I have nothing more to say on that.
Point
I
taken.
realize
No, don't
now.
explain your reasoning.
I realize now I have nothing more to say on that.
All right. Should we move into
Yeah, I'm
the
getting too racist. Let's move on.
the inventions?
My idea is racism should be should Charlie should be racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
One step ahead of you.
we either have this African Pride band or this KKK band. Which one do you want, sir?
I pre-ordered mine already. Both of them.
Keep it equal.
Um,
I had to get 2 watches. I gotta wear them at the same time.
Charlie, do you want to start us off with an invention just because Graham just told
I-
a story?
Fucking love to, Leland. Oh my god, I'm glad we're co-hosts. Okay, sorry. Bugging out a little bit. What should I do with the
You
invention?
gotta stop eating condoms, dude. This is what it does.
Hey, I want you to forge that invention in the Earth's core and then get a boring machine to bore all the way down to it so we can find out what's down there and see your invention. Tell me about it.
I love it, baby. Let me tell you. All right. Money's tight. Come on. Recession, Biden. Everyone's struggling.
Yeah.
Now, how do people usually make money these days? Robbing banks, right? That's
Yeah.
what my mom's doing.
I usually gamble on bank robberies.
You get the over-under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet on the police response time. I'm like, I
Oh,
bet they
okay.
can be here in 60 seconds.
Okay, so how
Still
do
me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Still you. I'm sorry.
How do people make money?
I haven't
My
done
tag
this in a
wasn't as
while.
good.
No, it was great.
Oh.
I was racist earlier. So, the main reason people rob banks is for money, right? But I think bank robbery is an art. It's a craft in a way because there's a lot of planning that goes into it. There's a lot of tension that you have to ride out, and if you mess it up, the whole thing's a bust, and you're looking at years in prison. But it's an art.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to practice this art, this craft, without repercussions. So my invention is a bank heist simulator. Now hear me out.
Oh.
It's not just like some VR bullshit. It's
like a real-
a real scenario, and the reward for successfully robbing a bank without any murders or injuries or getting caught is the amount of money that you would have gotten from robbing the bank.
Wow. How much does it cost to participate if the reward at the end of it is tens of thousands of dollars?
Oh, it's free to participate.
Who? Okay. Then I have more questions.
This is run by the banks. It's to stop murders.
So wait, is your thing
Okay, but they still have to give up the money.
the bank?
Yeah, but
is,
it would influence people to not actually rob a bank and potentially kill or hurt someone when they do this.
Does the bank give you like a paintball gun or something?
No, real gun. You can still murder someone, but then you just don't get the money and you might go to prison.
You might?
Yeah. If you murdered someone, yeah. The only thing that's legal is the attempted robbery of the bank. If you hurt or murder anyone, you're still liable for those crimes. It's very similar to just robbing a bank, but it's set up by the bank to try to decrease the amount of injuries during a bank robbery.
That doesn't seem like the priority of the bank, if you were to ask me, but I guess you've done your research.
It's not, Graham, but it should be, and that's the issue.
What about
your invention is just make the banks more moral?
Yes. Yes, it is.
In the slightest way.
Yes.
what about like a university class that's bank robbing, and it has the simulator, and then all the money you win gets taken off your tuition.
Ooh, I like that.
You know,
Leland.
and if you get put in jail, you have to pay double.
Wait, and you have to go to jail.
No, just in jail in the simulation.
Oh, okay. So if you get caught, you have to pay
Yeah.
double. Oh, that's great. So you're taking the risk and the reward.
Here-
Now, what happens if you do murder someone in this case?
They have to kill a professor.
The whole bank staff is
Yeah.
professors.
And it's not like instantaneous. The person dies in VR, and then like, all right, tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
everyone get in the main pitch or the field, and we'll execute this professor.
I do have a question, a query.
And you're Graham Cooper, our podcast guest?
That's right.
Yeah, what's your question?
A lot of escaping and getting away with a bank robbery is the escaping part.
Sure.
A lot of that. So how does one simulate outrunning the law?
Well, so with mine, it's not it's not a VR thing. It's a real. You have to outrun the law, and then once you're free, you successfully did.
But
it.
again, how? Because sometimes people are arrested for bank robberies years later.
So
at what point does the bank go, "You won," and we give you the money?
Yeah, you get 48 hours. You gotta
Okay.
stay clean for 48 hours.
That's easy.
Stay
That's
clean.
reasonable.
Yeah. But here's the thing: is that in those 48 hours, like they're looking. You know what I mean? They want you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So professor could die just like 2 days later.
Yeah.
They ended up killing somebody. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's up to the professor to find this kid.
yeah.
His life is on the line.
yeah. What a crazy, what a Hogwarts bullshit university.
It's just University of Phoenix Online. That's who's doing it.
That's what it is.
It's DeVry.
You rob a bank in the metaverse.
Yeah. So
Why
that's-
do you think ITT Tech went out of business? They had to keep executing all their professors.
I didn't know it was
And,
ITT
and they couldn't
Tech.
pay for any of the. Everyone kept getting free tuition because they kept robbing banks.
They owed millions.
It's like, I'm just gonna go here and kill everybody and kill 12 professors, and I'll get free tuition. It's great.
Yeah. So that's my invention. I think it's pretty spicy. I think it's a good.
I think it could work as like an escape room type thing.
I was thinking
Yeah.
escape room, but there's not
It's like in
enough.
a warehouse, you build a big set that's like of a bank. You ever played Hitman, the video game?
Yeah.
You know, like the tutorial mission where it's like that hangar that you're like infiltrating, but everyone's on board with it.
Yeah.
But then you're actually killing
No,
the
I
actors.
haven't played
You're
that.
like, okay.
So just derail whatever that is
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm on one. My bad. Let me get off one.
Should we move on, Graham? Do you have something you'd like to tell us?
I have one. I have a couple.
Graham-
But I've got one that I think is genuinely something I would like.
Could you
Okay.
put that on a platter and serve it to my dinner guests?
I think there should be a way to know whilst you're driving if someone is honking at you.
Are you kidding
Ooh.
me? That's yeah.
What?
We've had a couple honk conventions recently. I love it. Keep it coming.
Yeah, not this specifically.
though.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
But I like
Because
this.
I feel like I'm a decent driver. Not I'm not going to say I'm the best.
Sure.
But I'm not bad.
Yeah.
And I get nervous driving in like a city.
Okay.
And so I want to know if someone honks, a little thing should like pop up on my dash that goes, "It's for you." And like everyone, it's still like a normal honk, like everyone can hear it. But there's got to be a way for like me in my car to be like, I'm honking, and then be like at that red Honda. And then
Oh.
that red Honda goes like,
So-
"Hey, you're being a dick right now."
I got something. It's like a device that's put into new cars, and it's slowly throughout the years, old cars go extinct, and these new cars all have them. And what it is you basically press on the map of like the grid of cars around you. Oh, I want to honk at that car. They get the honk sound only in their car, reduces noise outside, and you still
Yeah.
get to get your honk out.
Okay, I got
I
something.
like that.
I got something a little bit better.
Leland Oh, wow.
You kill a professor every time you honk.
Do you guys remember those like gummy slap?
He started
hands?
shaking his head when you said, "Do you guys remember?"
I don't
Do you
remember
not
a lot.
remember
Do
anything?
you remember those like
Not a lot.
gummy slap hands that you would like throw and it would stick
Yeah,
on something?
yeah.
That's the only thing I remember.
What about a big one of those and a cannon on the front of your car? And you aim at whoever you want to honk at, and it'll slap and stick onto it. And they'll be like, "Are they honking at me?" And you look around and be like, "Yep, it's the hand stuck to the way."
You look at your back window, and the palm of the hand just goes, "Hey, idiot, stop
Yeah.
driving."
And then after like, I don't know, 30 seconds, it'll unstick and retract into your
That's
cannon.
a long time
Yeah, that's
in real time.
Well,
You have to drive around with that car.
What if
for
you're
a while.
honking at someone like on the freeway? I mean, you're going 30 seconds. You're going a mile. Like,
Then you can put
with
it in
on.
neutral and they'll pull you a little bit.
Save some gas.
Yeah.
That's their what's the word? Their repercussion. Their
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna cost you some gas money.
yeah.
Cost you some gas money.
That's what you get for cutting me off on the road.
And then, all right.
Why
so,
did that die? What happened there?
And then, so you might be saying like, okay, well, what if there's multiple cars I want to honk at?
That's what I was just
in
saying.
less than 30
you can
seconds.
do it. You can do a general honk. Or no, you're talking about your slap thing.
Yeah.
There's multiple slappers.
There's multiple slappers and cannons. You get like 4.
Whoa! In what scenario do you need to do 4? At that point, just honk.
Yeah. I mean, if you're stuck in traffic and you're like, I want that car 4 cars up to know.
That's still one. That's still one slap.
Is there
Yeah,
is
and
there
then-
one on the back? Is there like a reverse honk? Like you can.
I mean, are you ever reverse honking?
I would like to be able to. I would
You're
like
always
to be able.
honking at the direction
forward.
forward.
Yeah. I've honked behind someone following me really close. I've done a behind honk. Yeah.
And the person in front of you was like, is he honking
I
at
normally
me?
just will like tap the brakes a little, like flash the light.
I don't play that.
Good to know.
Yep.
Don't get behind Charlie.
Okay.
Nothing will happen.
So for the behind, a bigger hand that covers the whole windshield of the person behind you.
What a nightmare on the road.
I like that.
Yeah. It's a cool invention, Graham Cooper.
I
You're
do
our
like
guest,
that
by the way.
invention. The specific honking.
Yeah.
I think it's helpful for the driver of the person who's it's helpful for the driver doing the honking, but it's very helpful for the driver getting honked at.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'm the honky, and
You are a honky.
but I am a honky. But the honker
Is that racist?
is honking at someone else, and I'm in the car like, oh fuck, what did I do?
Yeah, I think it's most helpful for the people that are not involved at all.
Exactly.
Who
It's a peace
wonder.
of mind to be like, all right, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it right.
They know they're innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fire invention, Graham. Fire.
I got one if you guys want to hear it.
Then light it up. Let me take a drag of it.
Okay.
Do you write those beforehand?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're in.
Okay.
I was making sure I'm in.
So, you guys know ski boots, right?
Yeah,
Boy,
I've been
do I.
skiing.
And it has the ski on it, but then when you go into the lodge or whatever, you gotta take the skis off 'cause it's a big long, basically shoe
Yeah.
that you're knocking everything over.
It's a tough one.
I want there to be skis that fold up and attach to the leg.
Oh,
So each side folds up and attaches to the leg.
Yes.
And you can just walk around like it's a normal shoe. I will say
Yeah.
it's probably gonna limit your ability to bend your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
It's
how
gonna
far up
connect-
does it come?
I would say how far
Because
is
it's
the
got to
ski?
come in the back, too.
Yeah, it's got to come in the back.
Does it like double fold, like a hinge in the middle,
Yeah.
so it just goes below the knee on both sides of your leg?
No, we haven't gotten that far yet. It needs to
Whoa.
be you can't move your legs like a
That's me
splint.
too.
Skis are long though. I think maybe a double fold would be necessary.
No, this because what if you break your leg on the slope as well? This
So
can
this is
double
like-
as a tourniquet.
I don't think tourniquet's the word you're looking for.
What's the word?
Splint?
Splint. That's
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah.
Tourniquet's a vegetable.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen some injuries on the slopes.
Right?
I've never seen someone being like, "Hey, you got a spare ski? I can just wrap around this, and
Well,
then
sorry,
I'll
but
continue to ski down."
That's very like 90s comedy. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry, but they're just not doing that on the bunny slope, Graham.
Yeah, Graham. Yeah, get your
It's true. I haven't been skiing in over 10 years, so I don't know what I'm
gotta get
talking
your
about.
slope game up.
I know.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? That's something from
It's
like.
it's such a 90s movie trope to be like, does anyone have a ski? My leg's broken. Someone slides in, gives them a ski, and then they're in a hot tub later or something.
Yeah, and
and
they're
the
like-
hot tub's a time machine or something.
Like, did you break your leg? Like, Derek gave me a ski.
And they're
And,
like, but
so
wait,
it's good now.
Derek, how are you gonna get down the mountain now with one ski?
And that's how snowboarding was invented.
Don't worry, I got it.
yeah. Oh, I've been here before. There was always a hot guy named Derek in a 90s movie. Yeah.
I don't
And
know
then
if
in
that's
the
true.
early 2000s, they rounded them all up and exterminated.
They're like,
That's why
let's
there's-
exterminate them. We'll have Daniel Radcliffe for another 10 years.
Yeah, there's no more
Yeah.
hot Derricks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my invention: is fold up ski boots.
Can
I
be
think
the-
just take off the skis.
Yeah.
Just save yourself some money.
Ugh. Yeah, but you're not saving
But
yourself
the
any
skis
time.
are still like covered in snow. Like they're wet. They're tracking water around the
Yeah, but with any sort
the
of
lodge.
snow gear like that, everything's wet and snowy.
That's
It's
why
just
I
part
hated
of it.
skiing. I just
Well-
I hated the boots. That's why I started snowboarding because ski boots I refused. They were
Mm.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I have large feet, so it's hard to find boots that fit.
What size?
14.
No way you're size 14.
I wasn't the last time I skied, but I am now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Congrats.
so like,
Thanks, buddy. I've
yeah.
been working hard.
Sure.
A lot of milk.
what? Okay, so you don't want the snow to be on it.
What a
What if your legs had
That's what I said.
like? What if your legs had like hair dryers on them, so that when you fold up the part of the ski, it melts off all the bits on it?
I think that should just be part of the ski lodge vestibule is intense hair dryer action.
Yeah.
Warm you up, dry you off, get inside.
Yeah, but so intense that you can't even like
You can't
wear
you-
clothes to go in there. You have to be fully naked.
just the ski boots
It's the
and
ski
skis on.
boots. And
That's
someone goes
great.
in with regular skis and like, oh, this is so awkward. It's so big. I can't get these skis around. And then like, you see the guy come in with the fold-up skis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's fully naked.
And he's naked. And he's like, I'm not awkward like you.
Would you buy condoms in public, idiot? I think in that case, you also need another invention being breakaway ski pants.
Yes.
Because breakaway pants traditionally, and it's a tradition, is they're very thin because they've got to be able to break away, you know?
Yeah.
But these are thick, warm, insulated ski pants, but you can break them off in a moment's notice in case you need to, you know, do some kind of performance.
You need
Yeah,
like
sure.
two guys to help you, one on each side of the pants, just pulling with all their might.
Or there's like a parachute style like release, and they come off with
Oh,
a
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Wow. Well, if you're a heavy skier, this is a great episode for you.
yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Charlie, you got another one?
Oh, I got two solid ones, Leland. I'm so excited for these.
All right. Put it on a camel and send it across the desert to meet me on the other side. What do you got?
You thirsty, baby? Because camels are thirsty.
No, they're not. That's a common misconception. I actually have no idea. Have you ever
So-
had a camel milk chocolate?
No, I did. My first cigarette was a Camel, though.
Yeah, that's the same.
Which explains a lot.
Yeah.
Turkish Royal is still one of my favorite cigarettes. Turkish Royal. I don't think they make Turkish Royals anymore, though.
No, they have a president now.
Very crazy. So,
All right.
I've been having a tough time getting up in the morning. Listen.
Just all the coffee and condoms and nicotine you consume. I
feel
wonder
like-
why.
What?
I feel like every other episode is you being like, I'm having a hard time getting up. Here's a way for me to get up easier.
Every episode, I'm just like, I don't want to be around anymore.
I think every time you do it, you're just admitting none of the previous ideas had any effect.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. Everything that's talked about on this podcast is made into a prototype and tested.
Well, what the issue's been lately is I'm not sleeping. And
Okay.
You need an invention to fix that.
yeah, so or I'll have a big meal. What's bad is I've been eating dinner at like 3 a.m. lately, and then it's still hitting me when I'm trying to get up in the morning. And so I like this in bed. I haven't had anything like this before.
What time do you get up?
Oh, like between 9 and 10 in the a.m.
You know
That's
how-
not enough sleep, buddy.
I know.
You know how brunch is like in between lunch and breakfast?
Yeah.
Whatever that meal is in between dinner and breakfast.
I've been eating dunch every night, bro.
No,
that's still not.
It's
Oh no,
deckfast.
Come on down to Deckfist at Lowe's. We're having a sale on all the hardwood furniture.
How could you ruin my deck fist last night by calling me at 3:45 in the morning?
Dude, I feel like such a barbarian when I'm eating. I'll like heat up like just a chicken breast and rice and eat it like in my bed at 3 a.m. I'm like, I gotta change everything about my life.
Starting with your sheets.
Yeah.
There's the rice
Just
in there.
covered in chicken and rice.
Yeah. So my invention is to help me get up in the morning. Because once I'm up, but it's hard to get up. And something that helps me jolt awake is a near-death experience. And so my invention is a near-death alarm clock. So every morning when it goes off, you get hit with a certain near-death experience to really get you going.
Do you have any examples?
I have a few examples.
Like a piano falling right next to your bed.
piano falling right next
A
to my
series
bed.
of knives falling from the ceiling that like
Yeah.
barely miss you.
Sometimes it's just a man holding a gun to you.
You just wake up coughing.
Yeah. You
At
got the plague.
the last second before the poison gas takes you, your alarm clock sucks it all back in. Have a good day.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Because then you can't there's no snooze on that. If
Yeah.
you're about to die, there's no snooze.
You wouldn't want to.
No, unless
yeah.
you're having a bad morning. Then you're-
Yeah, this might be not good for you. This seems
Yeah.
like something you're like, oh no, I didn't hear my alarm go off.
yeah, this is only sold to people who've never been to therapy.
Yeah, don't ever hit snooze on that thing.
That's what Charlie just said.
I also, my favorite example, and this is more of a visual, is right when you guys know a cuckoo clock.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, except it's a knife that it's going like right to your throat right here. So it's
I
just
think
like
they
right.
had one of those in Tom and Jerry.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
I want to say that that's the thing.
Ah,
or like
well, those guys are doing something right.
Yeah.
or what's those machines that like are a bunch of little things that like topple. And, like,
Rube Goldberg machines?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Chinese dolls.
Nope.
No. No, just a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of those with like the alarm clock that.
You talking about a tourniquet? Yeah, that'd be great, Leland.
Do you have any condoms I can buy?
My
Condoms.
question is,
I would- yeah.
Condoms.
what near-death experience woke you up and you're like, this would be great if I could have this every
Oh, I
morning?
get them every day. You guys don't brush death every day?
No.
I have a brush with death probably every day.
Hmm.
A lot of times I'm walking by the train and I almost fall into the tracks because I have really bad motor skills. And
Why
so
do you walk so close to the edge?
a lot of my stations I go to for work, like
Yeah.
the Times Square, NQRW, Union
You
Square,
have to,
NQRW, you have to walk really close to the edge, or it's really crowded. Like, okay, the other day I was at work, I was up to Upper East Side, 76, 77th, 6th train stop, and there was probably, I don't know, 300 people down in that platform, and I was towards the edge. And so I thought, like, if someone falls or bumps me right now, that for me, that's near death. I'm close to death. You know what I mean? Like, right now, we're not close to death. But in that case, that was a near-death experience. I almost get hit by cars a lot because I cross without looking and I have noise-canceling headphones.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty bad idea.
Yeah, but I just won't stop. And what other near-death experiences do I have? Oh, I eat.
Well, that'd be good not to stop in that moment. Just keep going.
I eat whatever a lot of the time.
That's not a near-death experience unless you're eating whatever is just needles you find on the ground.
No,
Like I'm hungry.
I'll go get like an $8 roll of sushi. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so near-death
$8
experiences.
$8 is pretty standard for
For 24 pieces?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
for
what I'm saying.
6.
That's where I'm going, Graham.
For a pack of 100 pieces for $8?
You going to Costco?
They have good sushi.
All right.
Not sponsored.
Graham, do you have another one you want to slap our face with?
Yeah,
I
can you
do.
dice it up, saute it.
Okay, I have a real life invention that I would like to shit on, and then I have an invention that I came up with.
Save real life for the
Yeah,
end.
do the
Okay.
one you came up
Okay,
with.
I don't know the format.
No,
you're
it
good.
is none.
I would like there to be chairs at comedy clubs. The legs on these chairs should be like telescoping, and so if you heckle, you just get sent to the floor. Like the legs, like kind of like you get lower and lower.
So you can heckle, but you just won't see the show.
It's like a consequence. There's a real
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I guess like a lot of like good comedy clubs might just like kick someone out, but the places that I do comedy, they don't. So what I would like is just you get progressively smaller and closer to
Now,
the
Just
dirty,
more and more
dirty
to a
floor.
squat.
I just have
Yeah.
a quick logistics question.
Yeah, that's right.
When you go in, are all the seats at their fullest height? So you have to
Yes.
like climb up them?
No. They're not like they're normal sized chairs, and then they just get shorter.
Okay, and then there's less leg. Your legs get pushed up, and so it's just
Yeah.
more uncomfortable the more you
And
heckle.
eventually, you're just sitting on the ground.
Dude, but what happens if you just like cough? Like registers?
No, it's remote controlled.
By the
Oh my
comic.
god!
There's like someone in charge of monitoring that. So I'm adding an employment opportunity
Yeah.
as well.
yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of getting a bouncer, we get a chair monitor.
Yeah.
We have an old-timey elevator operator who's out of work, and
Sounds like he's full of work.
Underneath, can we also have like a Vlad the Impaler type spike that goes through their body as they get slowly?
that's a good addition.
Okay, cool.
Deathly Comedy
There's
Club.
just thumbtacks on the ground everywhere, and you don't want to get too close.
It's like a Home Alone trap in the comedy room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like marbles on the ground, like flammable glue or whatever the fuck.
All the
Kevin McAllister
doorknobs
was
are
doing.
scalding hot.
Paint can on
You're like,
a
I'd
rope.
like to go to the bathroom, but I burned my hand off.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great.
Yeah, solid invention. Now, let me ask you this, Graham. Sometimes we have questions about inventions, and I got one for you, Graham Cooper. You're our guest today.
And you're the host?
I'm a host with my friend Leland
Oh,
Long.
Leland
He's a
Long.
buddy, goes
That's
up
us.
at New York Comedy Club
That's great.
sometimes.
Okay.
You don't need to dish out credits,
Oh,
but
yeah, you're right. We
Not
do that
yet.
at
Yeah.
the end. Would this be safe for children?
Oh,
no.
Why not?
Because they're not.
They're not allowed in comedy clubs.
Yeah, they're not old enough.
Oh, none of the clubs you go up at.
No, I don't. I mean, it would be safe in theory, but because you can't, it's not like you're gonna like choke on it. But it's
Sure,
it's
sure.
if anything, they would like it.
Okay.
It's a small roller coaster.
Yeah, true.
Oh, can we have a booster seat version?
Yeah.
There's the alternate to this, and I debated before I came over here. Is the chair gets progressively taller as you heckle, and eventually
Oh.
you're just everyone can see you and kind of like be like, oh, that guy sucks.
I think a lot of
like
people
health.
who heckle are attention starved, and so they would use
that's why I
that.
changed it to small.
Yeah.
Someone behind's like, yeah, someone was heckling at the show, and we didn't really get to see much of it because they were rising in front of us the whole time.
Now, Graham, let me ask you this: how long before this invention fails?
Oh, minutes. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Could we have another, like the front row isn't this thing to incentivize people to sit in the front row?
That's a good. Yeah, there should be more incentives for people to sit up front.
Yeah.
It should be a little bit cheaper, maybe.
Yeah. The front
Or
row.
like you got to pay extra to sit in the front of the plane.
Okay, here's the thing. The front row seats are more comfy, a little bit cheaper, but if you heckle on those, they will explode.
The risk reward is far greater.
That'd be
Yes.
so funny for comics, like asking you questions, and you're just like, I can't answer.
I won't, sir.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
great.
that.
yeah,
I
Leland,
got
you got
one.
an
if you
invention?
wanna
Can
hear.
you throw it in first class? Service some champagne for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a pinata that's on the ground and it can move around because it's a robot. It's sort of like one of those Boston Dynamic robots. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
That's a
talking
good
about?
use of their technology.
And it doesn't want to be hit. It does not.
It's a pinata that dodges.
Yeah. I'm talking about the most dangerous game, gentlemen. Now, some of the candy storage will have to be gutted for the complex pain sensory array that is in the pinata.
It feels pain.
Yeah. The yield will be better, but the hunt will be much greater.
a sentient pinata. Pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it experience like death in a way when you finally get it?
Yeah,
Or
if
is
you-
it alive and just like bleeding out candy?
Once you crack it open and the candy's falling out, it'll hand you a little picture of other pinatas.
Like I have a family.
Yeah. Now the fun catch is, if you don't murder it within the first 2 hours,
It's gonna take 2 hours.
it gets reclaimed and put on a pasture to live out the rest of its days with other pinatas.
That's good.
Oh my god, dude.
That's good. There's opportunity.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
incentive for the pinata to win.
Mm-hmm.
And you need land.
Now, can this pinata bargain for its life?
Yeah.
All right, it can
You're
use
gonna
like
get less candy because we got to put those components in there as well.
at some point.
Eventually,
There's
it's just gonna be like 2 pieces of candy and a bunch of machinery inside this pinata.
$25,000 pinata.
Yeah. Do you pay for the pinata?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$25,000.
Yeah,
That
I'd
sounds
say
reasonable.
that's
Yeah,
pretty,
right?
Pretty
Well,
spot on.
honey, we were going to get you a car for your birthday, but instead we got you this moral conundrum where you might end up murdering a sentient small pig.
We also
And-
started the timer when we bought it, so it's on a farm right now. But happy birthday!
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So they basically just
We made a donation in your name.
yeah.
Every year, Biden pardons one pinata.
They do a birthday party for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
It's to pardon a pinata.
That's a great invention, Leland. Now, is
I
it
like that.
decorated like a pinata?
Oh yeah. Fully
Oh.
like a pinata.
But it's just like also metal underneath it.
Mm-hmm. Googly eyes.
Wait, that's the eyes it has?
Yeah, yeah.
It has like all these complex sensors and machinery, but they just are like, do we have eyes for it? Like, fuck. All right.
It's not in the budget.
Just slap a couple Googles on there.
But here's the thing: they're googly eyes that like convey fear.
I think all googly eyes can convey fear.
Yeah,
in
I've
some
never been
form.
comfortable with them. Too googly for me.
They have like little eyebrows that are like U's on the top of them. You know what I mean?
Angry, like old mobster eyebrows. Are those not old mobster eyebrows?
No, the ones that are like a U.
Like they're
So
afraid.
it's like an afraid.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Groucho Marx ones.
No, those are just thick. Those are like as thick
These
as
are
I want.
also thick, but
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
afraid.
You ever get those bearskin Groucho Marx?
This pinata is ribbed for escape's pleasure.
But yeah,
I like that.
sentient pinata.
I love it, Leland.
Dark, scary, frightening.
Graham, you had an
It's the
invention
future.
that you
I wanted to shit on.
wanted to shit
Yeah.
on.
It's something that's come to my attention recently.
Yeah.
Some
Please bring it to our attention.
elevators have replaced traditional buttons
Mm.
due to COVID
Yeah.
with buttons that are proximity sense enabled. So instead of pushing a button, you just get close to it and it activates that button.
Oh, that sounds
What?
awful.
It is, they're like, it's a COVID policy. So you don't touch the buttons and it's a no touch solution. So you just go like, you like put your finger next to like 5 and then it lights up. The problem with this is when you get in a crowded elevator, someone's got to put their back to it and then you're stopping at every floor.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen it happen. It's happened. It happens frequently in these types of elevators, which aren't common.
I've
But
never
too
been
common.
in one. What? Do you have an example of when you were in one?
Uh,
Were you at the richest man in the world's house?
no,
Or-
I saw. So here, the
House.
Yeah, they're so rich they have an elevator.
Okay.
Yeah.
some houses have elevators. If they're like, if it's like a wheelchair, type accessibility elevator.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Growing up in my childhood, a lot of houses had elevators. so-
Really?
Well, I grew up by the beach, and a lot of beach houses have like they're old, and they'll have like an old 1-2 story elevator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a video of one recently displaying the fault I'm describing. It was on a Disney cruise ship.
Oh.
And so on a cruise ship, it makes sense that they would be trying to eliminate as many touch surfaces as possible. But also, that's when you're going to get in a crowded elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're stopping at every floor and no one's happy.
Also, if you go on a cruise ship, you kind of got to be expecting to be
Get-
on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
If you're scared of COVID, don't go on a cruise ship.
Exactly. Those people, you signed up for it.
Yeah.
Let them touch whatever they want.
My
Okay, I think I got a
issue-
solution for this.
Ooh, yeah.
So you know those bathroom doors that have the little like piece of metal at the bottom so you can open it with your foot?
That is one of the most underrated things of
Yeah.
our lifetime.
I'm thinking like 40 of those on the elevator wall that you just gotta like open
You
it.
have to kick which floor you want?
Yeah, you open a drawer and then it like knows that you're going to that floor. And if you're trying to get to the 70th floor, you got to be pretty flexible with your leg.
Because you may not touch it with your hands.
No, you will not.
That was fun. How about this as a solution? The elevator can like read, like it can just sense your vibes. So you go on and say you want to go to the 10th floor, you just have to start acting all 10th floor-ish. And if you get that wrong, that's on you. You're acting real 7th floor that day.
I think it'd be hard to program that in a factory because I think 10th floor energy really varies from building to building, because some buildings 10th floor is the top. And you might be like really confident and top floor energy, but 10 stories in like the Empire State Building,
the top.
You don't. That's not.
I know what you mean.
That's not conveying top floor
I guess
energy.
what I'm saying is less ego-based energy and more what are you going to that floor to do? So say you work at an animals hospital for animals and you're
a multi-story 10 plus.
No, just say
Graham, are you telling me you're going to put the snakes and the cats on the same floor?
Well,
it's a fire hazard.
So you're working at like all the snakes have the imprint of the cat in its stomach. Okay, anyways. So say you're working at like a marketing agency and that's on the 12th floor of a building. When you go into the elevator, you just have to start giving marketing energy. Yeah, it's not as much like high or low, top or bottom. It's more just
I'd love
marketing.
for that to be a guy just going in for a job interview and being like, "Hi, I'm here for the sales position on the 12th floor." And the guy's like, "The elevator's going to send you to the mailroom with that confidence."
So wait, this
like
building
this-
has a sassy secretary at the front?
It's like the sorting hat at Hogwarts. It lets you know where you're going.
It comes with the elevator.
That's great, man.
I like that a lot.
What a fun I love all these. This is a great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any more, Charlie?
I have one more.
Okay.
Should I do something with it?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. What do you want me to do with it?
I want you to put
Wait,
it on a-
Graham had one.
No.
Oh, do you want to say something?
Yeah, leave it. Graham.
I had one where, and maybe we cut this out too.
This is a whole nother.
This is a whole nother quick
I thought he
thing.
had an intro.
This is
My
just
bad.
really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
You know how being gay is not a choice?
Okay. Leland?
What if we make it a choice? And it's you get a pill and you can be gay.
Huh.
Sharks?
Yeah. That'd be fun. We had something similar, but...
Yeah, I think we've had this before.
All right,
Kind
well,
of.
good thing I don't need it. It's too late.
All right,
Yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah, Leland.
your invention.
Yeah, but what do I do with it?
Why don't you put it on a crocodile and send it down the Nile to rescue all of Egypt? Tell me about it.
All right. So, you ever get into the tub to soak for a bit, and you think to
Sure.
yourself,
Not often.
I gotta take a poop,
Okay.
but you don't want to get out because you're already in the tub.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out here. This is a tube that comes up from the bottom of the tub, forms a vacuum seal with your butthole. You poop into it. It flushes, maybe some bidet action, and then the tube comes down and you're enjoying your bath again, nice and clean. It's like, when you go in and out of space, there's that one room that's like, you close the door behind you.
An airlock.
An airlock, yes. That, but for a bathtub and water. So
Does
none of the poop gets into the surrounding, it can still be a fresh bath.
Does this have like a sucking action to it, or you're still doing the work of expelling the poop?
You still expel. Expel.
Good. I mean, that's...
Yeah,
Make
that's-
it sound like an exorcism.
Yeah.
Be gone with you, demon.
I just...
What sound do you make in an exorcism?
No, that was the sound of the pooping. I'm going to start doing that every time I poop now. I was just treating it like the power of Christ compels you.
I love the idea of being slightly inconvenienced by an exorcism. Just like, the power of Christ compels you. Oh, all right, I don't want this.
I don't have time for this today.
Yeah.
Can we do an exorcism on Monday? I don't-
So, poop sucker.
Yeah.
No, but it
poop
doesn't suck.
No, well,
No.
no, but it does eventually because it then sucks the water. The thing I'm having an issue with is how would it clean everything?
Yeah, does it get water?
So water
in it?
So the water from the bath is trapped in it. Vacuum seal. You poop. Now there's poop floating in the water. Awful image. I apologize. Now there's poop floating in the water, and then the poop is expelled. So then it's empty. But then it's like, how is your butt then clean so you can enjoy your bath?
Oh, so you have to drain the tub afterwards.
No, buddy. You're crazy for that one.
Okay.
You just.
I don't think you're getting this at all.
It just drains what's in the tube.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like a vacuum, not vacuum, but like a tube connects to your bum.
Yeah.
And it has like a little, maybe like a little tinier tube that does a little bidet squirt afterwards.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so poop's expelled, little tiny bidet. You know how in Predator he has a thing in his mouth that's another predator? I think. I've never seen the movie. Or an alien, maybe? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of the demon at the bottom of the trench in the SpongeBob movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like that. And so the poop water is flushed, and then you have an empty vacuum. Bath is still there. Bath water is still there. Empty vacuum tube, and then bidet comes up, cleans you out. Tube is removed. Bath is intact.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's kind of like...
It's not overly complicated at all.
No. It's kind of like when your race car stops in for a pit stop and they have to like put the thing in to add fuel to it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Is there a small pit crew for this thing as well?
Yeah.
We'll hook up your bum. And they're all naked too because it's a bath.
It's a bath,
You
You
yeah.
got to be on an equal playing field. You know?
Tiny pit crew for it. That's great.
I love that. I got one more that I want to do, and then we can wrap up. How's that sound, fellas?
Yeah, I like that. Could you?
Why don't you go ahead and attach that idea to a balloon and send it to us up at the International Space Station?
Yeah, you got it.
That was the first guest intro.
Yeah,
Graham
yeah.
Cooper.
Picked up on it. Love it.
Love it.
I tried.
Okay, so this is I was hanging some picture frames up today with pictures in them, and
That's nice.
yeah, it was nice.
That's the best way to do that. It's weird if you just hang the frame.
Well, you better hear about what I have to just say right now. It was tough to like get the nail just where I needed it. So I want there to be a picture frame that is also a hammer. So you can just like bash it against the wall and it bashes the nail in and hangs.
This isn't a picture frame with nails built into it. This
No.
is
You put
a
the nail on.
very robust picture frame.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same type of metal the hammer is made out of, the head of the hammer.
I
but
don't think it's just the metal. I think it's the shape of the hammer.
Okay, so we add a handle to it too. And yeah, you'll have a picture frame with a handle.
frame.
It's gonna stick pretty far out from the wall. It's got a whole hammer on the back.
God, that's so funny.
I like that.
So I was thinking maybe a frame that has a nail permanently attached to it, so you can just push it into the wall.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, I feel you on your reaction though.
That's not fun enough.
No, yeah, you're right. My bad.
What about a wall that's just kind of like gooey, and you can just like slide the nail in pretty easy, and then it seals back up?
gooey wall? Ew, dude.
And it seals back up.
Just
Yeah,
like
so
So a
it
wall
becomes-
that's just like, give me the nail.
Well, you gotta tease the wall a little bit first. You gotta turn the lights on and off. You know, wall things.
I want to hang that picture.
And he goes, "You haven't painted me in a while."
Oh, that's
All right.
great. You want to rap?
Let's do it.
Yeah, Graham Cooper.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for being
Yep.
on.
I think we're gonna make a lot of money
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
when we rob the banks.
Or kill a lot of professors.
At least
one
we'll-
way or another, we're getting tenure.
We won't have tuition to pay. We have one segment left, Graham. This segment was invented by our third co-host that's no longer with us.
Did you guys kill a co-host?
No, they just didn't want to do this anymore.
And then we killed them.
Yep. And we learned to love it. We started hating it. You have to give each one of us a sincere compliment, knowing you will not receive one in return. You can start with either one.
That's fucking great.
Couple caveats.
Yeah, 2 caveats.
My compliment cannot be apartment-based.
No, yeah.
And
Oh, don't worry, I wouldn't.
and Charlie's compliment has to be a good one.
Wait, was it happening so often that people are like, Leland, you have a nice apartment, and Charlie, fuck you.
Yeah. Charlie's
So it happened infrequently, but enough to make a caveat.
Yeah.
To hurt your feelings?
Yeah.
can't be like a backhanded compliment like, "Oh, Charlie, I love how you just wear any shoes ever. It's great."
Wow.
Because
I
that
like
one's
it.
been done too often.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't
Okay.
be backhanded like you have a propensity for sadness.
yeah.
That is one of my favorite traits about you.
My propensity?
For sadness.
Yeah.
Guys, I really wish you would give me more time to think about this.
Yeah, everyone says that.
Everyone wants that, but this is more fun this way.
Yeah.
Leland, friend,
Mm-hmm.
dear,
Yes.
angel. I don't know. I can't just say you're funny. That's not creative. That's not good.
Yeah, that's too apartment based.
Yeah, because you're only funny here.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen you at comedy clubs, and boy, do I wish my chair would keep going down.
I mean, it's your compliment, Graham. Go crazy with it.
Wait, side invention. What if, as you're bombing, every chair scoots further back?
Oh.
Okay. Next time.
A lot of movement in that comedy club.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard to clean the floors. Guys, what are we doing here? Leland, I think you're an excellent hiking partner and trail enthusiast.
You said that thing.
Yeah.
I can't say thank you because that's technically a compliment back.
yeah. And Charles, you were unable to make it to the hiking this past time?
This is infringing a bit on the number one.
But it's number
Yeah, I
two.
guess it's
Yeah.
number two. I
Yeah.
Lost track of the sentence halfway through.
This guy doesn't know where he is. And he's in a great apartment.
We've had people do that before where they give me a bad compliment and compliment Charlie's apartment.
No, I think you're you're one of my best buds, and I really appreciate hanging out with you. And I think you're very supportive and nice, and especially when it comes to weird things in life and also comedy.
Those were words.
Yeah.
All right, end of segment.
Graham, thank you. Oh
Thank you so much,
what
Graham.
A sweet guy.
I had a great time.
That
Hope
was
you
so
had fun.
uncomfortable at the end. I had a really good time right up until then.
Sometimes we hold
We
that
love
for a moment before ending the segment.
Yeah.
Just let
Yeah.
you soak in it.
Do you want to try again?
Like a Mormon. What?
Oh, okay.
No, we've already
Yeah, we
complimented
did it.
you. We have to end that portion of it.
Well, thanks for having me.
yeah,
Thanks for
thanks for
coming on,
doing
Graham.
it.
Where can the people find you?
Yeah, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Grizzly Pear Comedy Club every Friday at 6:00. That's my show.
AM
Switch-
or PM?
Both. We do. It's every 12 hours. 6:00 in the PM. Switch Hitters Comedy. You don't have to be by to attend, but you will be afterwards. You can also find me at Graham Comedy on Instagram.
Okay.
That's great. I'm at Charlie V Dawson on Instagram.
What's the V?
Very.
Oh,
Charlie Very Dawson.
Yeah. I've been really leaning into my Dawson lately.
that's good.
Yeah, I'm very Dawson.
I just thought it was viscous. Charlie Viscous
It's
Dawson.
visceral.
Vixen.
And I'm at Leland Comedy on all the social medias.
Dude, we got the same handle. That's good.
I know, right?
Just name and comedy?
Mm-hmm.
We got in there early.
Leland Comedy.
No, just...
I'm at Leland Comedy. He's at Leland Comedy 1. We're also at Idiots Catalog on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter. The Idiots Catalog podcast on YouTube. We put out the episode every week. The next week after the audio comes out. And
Tell them about email.
yeah, send us an email to theidiotscatalog@gmail.com. We would like to hear your invention ideas. We want to hear some problems you want us to solve with inventions. Give us an invention you want to shit on. Give us a compliment. You won't be getting one back. And as we say to end every episode, how was that, Mom? How was that, Mom? Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.